Okay, hi. Give me a second, a moment, please, to make sure we're set up properly because um, it didn't work the same way that it did last time. So is anybody, yeah, see, this is not the same. I don't know. Hi, you're here. I see you. All right, give me a second. I have to put the link into my community because it's a different link now. Bear with me one moment. In the meantime, if you are here, thank you for being
Okay,
here.
hi. Give
So
me a second, a moment.
I'm so excited that you're here. I really have to take 1 minute to figure this out. Just hold on. Okay. Would you just type in the chat if you can hear me? See, it's not showing up here. Hmm. Okay. Thank you. You can hear me. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. I just updated the post in the community because um, it just worked different from last time. And if you watched me last time, you know that it was my first one. And clearly, I'm still working through the kinks. So here we go. Kinks worked through. And let me just get here to, okay. Hi, I'm so glad you're here. If you haven't yet, please put in the chat what your number is for the card. Today we're pulling from the Empowered Creative deck. I love this little deck. It fits right in my hands, and it's got this great little clear case that I can showcase, showcase my card for the day or the week in the front of it, which I love. And it's just amazing for travel. And I'm going to pull 3 cards from the Empowered Creative deck today. And some people picked 4, which is the full suite, which is the full encompassing of how the 3 cards come together, because that happened last week, kind of by surprise. And then, well, I had a jumper. We got a jumper. I'm going to put it off to the side. So that happened last week, kind of as a surprise. And I decided to do it again because it was fun. And so go ahead and put in the chat. I'm going to come look at the chat so I can. Thank you. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Take a breath, sister. Breath taken. And I just raised my hand on my Zoom. Okay. Just going to watch for the numbers to come in. And while I shuffle, I'm just going to say this very quickly about me. Because if I know you, you and I have some things in common. I'm a creative business coach. I'm a creative entrepreneur. I love making things. I'm also an intuitive, and I feel that there's so much value in creating what making decisions from something deeper, your inner voice, your inner truth, something bigger, something maybe not tangible, something that we maybe just can't even touch until we go in deeper. And I think that that's so profound and such an important and valuable way to consider making business decisions. So that's what I'm doing with these cards. I love doing this reading, and I love sharing my decks with you. By the way, if after the reading this seems like a deck that you would love, let me know in the comments because this is my prototype and I haven't printed it yet. This is my one deck that I've been playing with for by myself for a while now, enough to know that I love it. I have this thing with my creations where I just gotta know that I love it. So it becomes something I can play with on my own. And then I say, yeah, I really love this one. I got to share it. And then it goes out. So it's part of my process. And if you let me know that you love it, that'll light a fire under my arse. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pull those 3 cards now. Thank you for the hearts. I love that. And I like to get grounded first. And I also know that if you're watching this video, if you're here with me now in the live, if you're watching the replay, it's all relevant because I truly believe that this card that I'm about to pull, one of these cards that I'm about to pull is meant for you. If you landed on this video in this moment, in this time in your life, then this is meant for you. And so I'm just going to get grounded for a moment. And I trust that the cards that we share together today are collective in bringing messages that we can use to expand, to grow, to be more bring vitality and vibration, high vibration. And I was trying to mix those 2 words in my head. Maybe that's something, a vitalation. So I do believe that we can find messages to take with us and focuses for our week. And I trust that that comes from only the purest, most loving, most bright light of love and source of energy that we have available to us ever. And with that said, I'm going to go ahead and pull a card. Why don't you, while I shuffle, go ahead and put in the chat the word. I'm stalling a little because I want to shuffle a little bit first, but I would like to see the word empower. And as soon as I see the word empower, I will stop shuffling. I just need to see one word empower and I'll stop shuffling. I'm going to pull all the cards down along the desk in front of me and kind of move them around. Okay, and I am going to take a look over on YouTube. Empower, I see it. Okay, done. That's right here. Right here. And this card is, it's kind of like what I just said. I listen to my inner voice and trust in its guidance. So if you look at this card, you can see that there are certain words that are highlighted in purple. And those words for this particular card, card number 1, are listen, inner voice, and trust. Listen to my inner voice and trust its guidance. And I think the message to pull away here for this week is the first thing is, how do you listen? How do you hear it? I'm going to tell you a little story that might illustrate what I'm meaning. I had a point in time where I was getting the messages from my inner voice. They were loud and clear, and I still was in my own way, not paying attention. So I wasn't listening and trusting the guidance. But there was one night I was woken up by this voice and it said, empowerment work. What are you doing? You're not doing the right thing. You're on the wrong path. And it took me a little while to really get that message and listen to that message and trust that message and then leave what I was doing and say out loud, I'm not going to do this anymore, and then do the other thing. So how can you listen so that would expedite your journey to where you want to go and where you want to be. What can you do to listen to the inner truth, the inner voice, the one that knows deep down what you're supposed to do, when you're supposed to do it with, and who you're supposed to do it with, right? What is that voice telling you, and how can you listen to it? So pay attention this week to little things that come up that you might hear that on a normal day, you'd be like, well, I'm taking out the garbage. I don't have time for you right now. And pay attention. That's part of listening. When those little messages come up out of nowhere and you take note and you say, oh, okay, thank you. Note taken. I'm going to give this some thought. I appreciate you, right? Your inner voice is, this is a highlighted word, so I have to cover how important our inner voices are, our inner truth, our the depth, the real depth of who we are. When we remove YouTube and we remove online business and we remove marketing and we remove schedules and the to-do list that is just unbearable some days, we remove all that and you have you and your deep inner truth, your inner voice. That's the thing that will take you where you want to go in life when you constantly, continually, consistently try to stay in line with that. And the other word that's highlighted is trust. You have to trust it. You have to get that message, listen to the message, pay attention to it, and then trust that it's leading you somewhere good, that you have the faith in yourself to do what this inner voice is reminding you you're meant to do. Okay, so that's card number one. It's I listen to my inner voice and trust in its guidance. So that's a really important message for the week, I'd say. And I'm going to give this another little shuffle. And let's put another word in the comments. Let's go with creative. Let's go with creative. If you put creative in the chat, it's called the chat. I'll see that. And as soon as I see that, I will go ahead and look at YouTube here. Creative in the chat. Okay, so I'm going to go into my own intuition just in case there's a delay. And here we go. Ah, open my eyes and there it was. Creative. Here we go. Every thought I think creates my future. Every thought I think creates my future. Creates my future is the highlighted purple words. Creates my future. You're probably familiar with the thing about negative thoughts, even negative words said to you or said to someone. The impact of a negative thought that happens to be the easy grab, right? The thoughts of self-doubt and the thoughts of I can't do this, and the thoughts of I'm not good enough. Those are just real easy grabs. And it takes multiple numbers of positive to overcome a negative. I don't know what the numbers are there. I'll have to see if I can find that statistic, but it's multiples. So for every negative, you need more positives to overcome it. So how can you go into your week focusing on more positive thoughts? What can you do to remind yourself of the truth about you, about who you are in the very natural state of just you being you? You like laughing at a little kid who's, walking past with their parents through the park, or you taking a hike in nature, or you sitting on the beach at the ocean. That you is the truth of you, right? And so, how can you remind yourself of all the parts of you that are the same beauty as those things that you love, that you're pulled toward, that you emote over. Like if you see a little kid and you smile in the middle of a sidewalk, like you have nothing to do with those people, and you happen to be walking by and it causes a physiological response. You smile, you feel happy. There's something so special about little ones, right? Or the beauty of nature, the immense power of the ocean. The idea that there's a zillion grains of sand and that we can sit on a beach and just enjoy it. Those are just natural, truthful states. And they can be reminders of your own natural, beautiful, expansive state of truth. And if that is the case, not if, when that is the case, when you're reminded that that is the case, and then you can move forward to create your future. That's who you want to be. That's the part of you want to step into. You want to put that I am coat on and step into that person to create your future. And every thought you think can lead you there. So instead of having, well, maybe they're there, right? Maybe they're just part of how your brain is functioning today or that week. And you can say, kind of like when I said earlier that you could say, I heard you and thank you. I'm going to take it to consideration. You could do the same thing with the negative thoughts. I heard you. I don't agree with you. I don't need you right now. Good riddance. Bye. And then fill it with the positive. Replace it with a bunch of positives. And those positives, so here's one thing. If you can't get yourself to think the positive, see how you can get yourself to feel the positive. So I like to think of like brain nutrition, my brain vegetables, my mind vegetables. Listen to an uplifting audio, like an audiobook, an empowering audiobook, a motivating speech, a TED talk, music that gets you moving, that you love. Those are ways to stay focused on the positive thoughts. And every thought, I think, creates my future. And what is that future? What is the future you want to create? So if you really know the future you want to create, have thoughts that will support it. Have thoughts that will support it. Okay, that's card number 2. We're going to do one more. Go ahead and put the word yes. Say yes. Let's say yes to all of it. Let's say yes. This is going to be card number 3. It's also going to be the full suite if you picked the full suite. And I have to go back to YouTube to see if I see yes. And if not, I'm going to just do it on my own. One more shuffle. One more shuffle. Okay. I'm going to close my eyes and pick yes. Oh, I did it again. I refreshed the YouTube and there was the comment. Yes, so it's right here. It's this one. Okay, so this one is, oh, this always gets me so excited. I am a leader, a change maker, and a role model. There's your thoughts for the week, baby. I'm a changer, a leader, and a role model. I said it backwards. I am a leader, a change maker, and a role model. Leader is the highlighted word. Leader. Where are you leading? Okay, so this is twofold. Where are you leading others to? And where are you leading yourself? Where are you leading yourself? And if you do want to become, if you don't believe it yet, and you want to become the change maker, the one who creates movements, the one who leads and becomes the role model, but you're not quite there yet. What is it that you want to see changed? Here's a good thought for the week. So clarifying what it is that you'd like to see changed. And as a leader, what are the qualities that you want to have as a leader, that you embrace as a leader, as the leader you currently are, as the leader you hope to be, as the leader you continually evolve as? What are those qualities? What are the qualities in a leader that you already love? What are the qualities that you see in someone else that you say, you know what, I would like to do that. I could do that. What are those qualities? And that's a really great way to step into it. I am a leader, a change maker, and a role model. Those are really powerful, really, really meaningful aspirations. And I think even if you are a leader and you're leading community, even if you are a change maker and you're shaking things up in the industry, even if you are a role model and you have people, you're a mentor maybe, even if you are those things, we as humans are continually evolving. Our work is continually in growth and evolving, and our creativity is completely taking shape and form and influenced by the experiences we have in life every day, every minute. It could be a song, it could be something you see while you're out at a museum, it could be a movie that strikes something. I once wrote a poem based on a movie. It would poured right out of me. It was the movie Dead Poet Society with Robin Williams. And that movie just moved me. And the minute it ended, I wrote a poem to my father. It was amazing. It's still an amazing, amazing gift that I experienced and got to share. So we're ever evolving. We have all these influences that will bring us to the next level of leadership, of change making, of role modeling. And so that's card number 3. I am a leader, a change maker, and a role model. And I believe that you are, by the way. I believe that any one of these things that you hold deep in your heart, you are. You already are. Sometimes it's a matter of making sure other people see what's already in existence. What should we do? Oh, I was going to do the sweet. I caught it. I was going to do the sweet, but we do have one more. We have the jumper card here. So here's the sweet cards, 3 of them. I'm going to put them down. Here's the jumper I had off to the side. Oh my gosh, it's so much in line. Okay, I listened to my intuition. Are we still connected on YouTube? Yes, okay. I listened to my intuition and trust my inner guide. So, how's this different from your inner voice? Listening to your inner voice and trusting the guidance. Your intuition is that spark, that thing that says, do it now, that moment of inspiration, um the instinct that something is yes or no. Those are your intuition. Those are things where you say, yeah, I feel it, I know it, it's now, it's more tangible, it's more immediate than connecting with the inner voice, which is kind of like a presence in all of you and who you are and how you are in your day and your life and your work and your creation. And your intuition can work really closely with your inner voice and help you with those immediate, fast decisions you have to make in your business. Should I do this? Yes or no? Should I post that? Yes or no? Da-da-da-da. Go into your intuition. Get the yes or no. Get the belly gut thing. Get the sweaty palms. I used to I still do. If I'm about to make a purchase and my palms are sweating, uh, I got to hold off. I have to hold off because this is telling me something and I got to pay attention to that. That's intuition. That's like my body knows something that my brain is not listening to because it's in the moment. It's in the moment of I really want this. But buyer's remorse knows better. So that's intuition. And so that was our jumper card. And I'm going to pull them all together. And I think it would be fun here. We have, let me get them in the right order. Okay, so the order was card number one, I listen to my inner voice and trust in its guidance. Card number two is every thought I think creates my future. Card number three is I am a leader, a change maker, and a role model. These really came together well. And then card number four is I listen to my intuition and trust my inner guidance. I said that wrong. It's not card number four, it's the jumping card. I listen to my intuition and trust my inner guide. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to take these four cards and I'm going to use the purple words and see what the message is from the purple words. Listen, inner voice. If you're with me, jot these down. Jot these down and see how they formulate into a concept for you personally. That's what I think. If you wanted the full suite, that would be the best way to explore what this message will mean. Listen, inner voice, trust. Creates my future, leader, intuition. I'm going to sit with this just for a second. Give me 1 second to see this visually. I'm holding the cards in front of me so that I can see it. Okay, so if you wrote that down, see what the concept sounds like for you. If you want to pause, pause. What I'm seeing is this. I listen, inner voice, and trust. By listening to my inner voice and trusting, I create my future as the leader I am meant to be, who pays attention and makes decision with intuition. How does that land? I would love to see in the chat if that lands for you. Does that make sense? Does that pull together well? I listen to my inner voice. By trusting and listening to my inner voice, I create my future as the leader I am meant to be, paying attention and making decisions with intuition. That's the full suite. And your full suite was 3 cards with the bonus. I'm getting yeses in the chat. That's great. Yeses and hearts. I love it. I love it. So that, my friends, was our reading for today. And I will be back live with you next week to do another reading. But in between now and then, I will be here in the comments to communicate with you. You know, each day you go through trying to maintain the focus and keep yourself online and remember what the message was for the week. Sometimes you have to come back and reiterate it, right? Like think about it from a Wednesday perspective versus a Sunday night perspective, because you could be in a very different place 3 days from now, even 24 hours from now. So when that happens, come back here into the comments and meet with me and our other besties here who are creating, who are entrepreneurs, who want big things out of life. And we can connect in the comments through the week to stay on track. Are you listening? Are you paying attention to the deep inner voice? Are you trusting it and taking action? Action is so important. Take it, trust it, feel your intuition, be the leader, step into the role and act. Do the thing. There is no more time for hiding our gifts. I believe that the world needs you and me and every one of us to step up and to be the most amazing, beautiful selves that we are, because there are other people who need us to be that person. And the self-doubt, there's no room for the self-doubt. There's no room for the negative chatter. There's just only the truth and getting that truth into the hands of the people who really need it. And you have a gift. You have an amazing gift to share. And the realities of all the things that will get in the way of you sharing the gift, they're just there. But it is the leader who will act and be and take the step forward, scared, curious, right? And I see a request here. Can I drop the purple words in the chat? Yes, I will do that, and I'll put it in the description also. Well, I'll definitely put it in the chat, and I really appreciate you being here with me for this today. This is the Empowered Creative deck. Make sure you put it in the chat if you want to know more about this deck. It's not currently available outside of this single deck in my hands. And maybe we should change that. Maybe we should change that. Let me know what you think. I think you're amazing and wonderful, and I appreciate you. Thank you for being here, and I will be back next week. So, by the way, if you subscribe and hit the notifications bell, you'll get updates, and I will do my best to improve on the tech side of doing these live streaming Zooms from Zoom to YouTube. For some reason, there's been hiccups, but I will do my best to get it better next time. I will see you next Sunday, and I hope you have an amazing week. See you in the chat in the meantime. Bye for now.